agents will give you a range. They'll say, well, anywhere between 240 and 280. Ladies and gentlemen, they've sold it at 240. The bottom of the range is where the agent has mentally sold you out. That's it. I reckon you can get between 240 and 280, except the fact you'll get 240, because he knows that when you go yes, you've just said yes to the 240. Now, here's the other thing I do if I sell houses through a real estate agent. I say, Mr. Real Estate Agent, what's the lowest you'll sell my house for in today's market, knowing that I like to sell my house within 30 days? I need the 30-day price. Rick, there's no way you could get all done. We'll sell this all day long for 300,000. Fantastic. Let me ask you something. Could you sell it for more than 300? Absolutely, but the worst we'll ever do is 300 in this market, but we could get 350, 360. Fantastic. Let me ask you something. What you're saying to me is if we make more money above the 300, I make more money, and you as the agent, you also make more money. We make more money together. Is that right? Absolutely, Rick. We're teaming up. We're making money together. Well, therefore, it's only fair that if I lose money, we lose money together. Would that be right? And you set the price. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I never set the price for the real estate agent. He sets the price. You set the price, the worst you'll do for me is 300, but as you said, you can't sell it for less than that because that's where the bottom of the market is. Absolutely good. So here's how it works. For every 10,000 below 300,000 that you sell my house, you lose 1% of your commission. And if you sell it for 280, you're basically selling my house for free. Now, two things will happen. You'll get two things to say. One guy will say, ha, not a problem. It's a joke. Or the other guy will say, well, that's against company policy. What do you think the guy is really saying to me who said it's against company policy? He doesn't believe what he just told me. Does that make sense? See, I always believe we should make people liable for what they tell us and hold them out. Because if you can do what you say you're going to do, then let's watch you perform. Because if you're going to lay yourself out on the table and string me into a contract for 3 months, that's not going to happen either. We're going to talk about that very quickly. But the thing is, if you're going to undersell my property, if I'm taking a financial hit, you'll also take the financial hit in the way of you losing your commission. Now, I'll actually say sometimes, that's against company policy, and I'll say, sir, it's also against my company policy to take a loss, and that's why I'm still in business 25 years later. The other thing is, I don't sign 3-month or 4-month or 5-month listing agreements. An agent gets 30 days renewable. If he's good, I can renew it month after month after month. But I constantly buy properties, ladies and gentlemen, from sellers who have locked themselves into 3, 4, 5, 6-month contracts with agents, and then they go, oh, the agent's not performing, and therefore I need to get out of this thing. So guess what? I think we should have a performance-based contract. Performance-based contract is monthly renewable. By the way, you're going to find sometimes that you do not have time to read all these listing agreements. Your homework, when you leave here, is to go and get a listing agreement from every different real estate agent. They're all slightly different. But it's the power of the blue pen. Does anybody remember me telling you about the power of the blue pen? You write on there, I don't care what it says, we're going to write on there that this is monthly renewable. Forget what's on it. I'll initial it, and that now becomes how the contract reads. Does that make sense? Whatever I write on there is how it is. We'll initial it, we move forward. Monthly renewable. By the way, if the person performs, would you guys be quite happy to renew? Yeah. Absolutely. But if they don't, it doesn't mean you're locked into something.